All right, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful bite.
Hey friends, this is Angela from Art of Creation Homestead. You're in the kitchen with me again, and tonight I'm in the process of making us a nice, quick, easy supper. And what I am making is easy taco skillet. This is a quick, easy, delicious dinner that uses up some home canned ingredients. That is just a quick meal that will fill your belly without having to go out and grab fast food on a busy day. It's just perfect for that. Now in this deep saute, you need something with high sides. I'm using a deep saute. You can even use a cast iron skillet as long as it has deep sides. Basically anything that has deep sides. And I am browning up 1 pound of hamburger. I am using 80-20 because I want some fat in there, but not overpowering amounts of fat. So this is 80-20. So there'll be just a little bit of fat in there. If there's too much, I will drain it off after it's done frying. And I am chopping it up as I go with this mix and chop. These are amazing. I'll leave a link in the description below to these if you don't already have one. And as you can see, it's all browned up now, and there's hardly no grease there. But let me show you a little trick for if there is some grease there and you don't want to pour it down your drain and clog your drain, because none of us want to have to call a plumber. You push your meat off to the side, let your grease pool up down there, and then you take just a good wad of paper towels and you just dab it. And those paper towels will soak it all up. And there you go. You can just throw those paper towels in the trash. Now as this was frying, if you can hear me over the sizzling, as this was frying, I added a little bit of salt and pepper just for some seasoning. Now I'm going to add about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons. Depends on your liking of how spicy you like it, of taco seasoning. I am using my homemade taco seasoning, which I will throw an iCard on one or the other of these sides if you want to go check that out. It will be about the equivalent of probably about a half a pack of taco seasoning if you were using the store-bought stuff. Now you want to let that fry just a little bit so that it brings out the flavors really well. Now I am adding 2 cups, a 16-ounce jar of salsa. This is my home canned salsa, which I have a video on, but you can use store-bought. If that's what you have, you can use store-bought. You want to mix that salsa in there. That's the reason I didn't put a ton of taco seasoning, because you don't want to overpower that beautiful flavor of the salsa. I want to be able to taste my home canned salsa because it's good stuff. Now, that salsa is really deglazing that pan, really bringing up all of that good brown bits from the bottom of the pan, because those brown bits are amazing. Now to this, we are going to add 1 15-ounce can of black beans that I have rinsed and drained. Well, drained and rinsed, whichever you say. And you can use, literally, I have used any beans that I have in the house with this. I have used pinto beans, I have used kidney beans, and I have used black beans. Black beans is what I have to go into it tonight, so that's what I'm putting in it. And I kind of like black beans the best in it. But if you don't like beans, you can leave the beans out. But the beans are really good in it. Because those beans are seasoned, but you've rinsed kind of some of that seasoning off, but I add just a little pinch more salt and pepper. but that's to taste. At this point, you want to have your heat on about medium because you don't want it to cook too fast or too much. And I know it looks a little dry, but the next ingredient I'm going to add is going to add some moisture to it as well. I'm adding about a cup, which is about a half of a 16-ounce bag of frozen corn. You can use fresh corn if you have corn in the garden. Ours is not in yet, so I am using frozen. So just let it go. Ha ha ha, get it? Frozen, let it go. Sorry. I tell corny jokes. So, now you want to stir that around. You want to give this about 5 minutes or so to heat up really well and that corn to thaw out and everything to start cooking really good together. And then I'll show you the next step. Now it's been about 5 minutes and it's cooking beautifully. At this point, you want to turn your heat down about on low. And we have about 2 cups of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. And I'm going to take about half of that 2 cups, which is about a cup, give or take a little, because I grated this myself, so I can't exactly measure and see how much I have. So I'm doing about a cup or so on here. Now for the taco shell part of this taco skillet. I am using a 9-ounce bag of corn chips. These are essentially Fritos. You can use tortilla chips, but tortilla chips are much thinner than Fritos or corn chips. So they have a tendency to get pretty soggy, where these will stay nice and crunchy because they're much thicker. So I really recommend corn chips or Fritos. And that is an entire 9-ounce bag of corn chips. Now, I am going to take the rest of my 1 cup of cheese and I'm going to put it over top of those corn chips. Because, hey, you can never have too much cheese on tacos. Or in life. You can never have too much cheese in life. I guess that's why I'm so cheesy. Now we are going to put this into a 350-degree preheated oven just for a few minutes because everything's all nice and hot already. You just want to melt the cheese and get it nice and bubbly around the edges. It'll only take about 10 to 15 minutes depending on your oven. We'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like. This deliciousness is out of the oven. And the good thing about it is once you serve this up on your individual plate, you can top this with anything that you like on tacos. Lettuce, tomato, sour cream, avocado, anything you like on your tacos, you can top this with it. It is absolutely amazing. I'll let Jason show you just how amazing it is when he gets in.
All right, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful bite. Wow. What a fabulous dish. I mean, it's like eating a taco in a casserole. And it truly is an easy taco skillet. Is what you got it?
Yes.
See? I knew what I was talking about. Well, it's fantastic. If you add some fresh shredded lettuce, you can put on there too. Our lettuce outside is bittered, so we did not grab it, but it's literally a taco on a skillet and a plate, and it can handle some sour cream. Sour cream is beautiful on it, and it's just a fantastic dish. So thank you guys so much for watching. We do appreciate it. Again, my name is Jason. That smart one over there, her name's Angela Kay. This is our Creation Homestead. We love you guys. God bless you and goodbye.